Jeff, JG Yokohama. Just thought I'd shoot a really quick one. My weekend's just really crazy. So first of all, contest. You got 1 week left. It's gonna end maybe just 6 days. I don't know. Anyway, it's next weekend. You got until next Saturday, and I'll do the drawing maybe Sunday morning. I'm on East Coast USA, so look for that. So I'll put the link in the description if I remember. Otherwise, just check my channel. It's the Feed the Manta Ray contest. You should be able to find it pretty easily with a title like that. So check that out if you haven't. So last week for that, and this is just going to be a really quick stack update. I got to hit the road in about half hour or so. So yeah, I was trying to get this up before I leave. Gotta run some errands. And yeah, I'm up for a promotion at work, so I gotta do a really fast thing where I have to put together a presentation for and I have to give in a few days, so kind of show I can do that. So it's been a little rusty on that, so I need to kind of go back and research some cloud technologies I haven't touched in a while. Anyway, let's jump right in. So this is just, I'm just going to do a quick listening stack video here. Yeah. Oh, and I had some good news. The visa process is moving forward, if I didn't mention it in a previous video. So, I don't know. Hopefully I'll get my family back here by Christmas. Ugh. Just freaking hell. Anyway, yeah, you guys know this one. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. This is that, it was like Christina Hine. Christina Hine? Is that right? I don't know. McVeigh. Yeah, that's right. So Christina McVeigh, without looking at the notes, but yeah, that middle period, Christine McVeigh, yep, McVie and Bob Welsh, yeah, so that kind of middle period. Fleetwood, I think I paid a couple bucks for this. Really great copy. It's a really good album actually. If you're into that dad rock period of theirs, right before what's her name, Stevie joined. This one, great fusion. So Chick Corea and Return to Forever. So I like the one with the feather on the front a bit more, but this is still a really solid album. So this one, let's see if I can give you it's Chick Corea, Stanley Clarke on bass and organ, Lenny White and on drums, and Al Di Meola on electric guitar. Those two I'm not as familiar with. Okay, but yeah, pretty good album. Paid a couple bucks for it. Really clean copy. Now this was one of my favorites of the whole stack. Picked this up in Japan. I think this is actually a U.S. pressing on the BSF label. I think that was it. Yeah, MPS BSF German label. So Infrared by Dave Pikeset. So awesome. Again, I had a kind of an organ fusion kind of thing going on this week. I was kind of on the jam there. So Dave Pikeset, he gets a little bit of that raga stuff on the second side, but yeah. So Dave Pike on vibraphone, various percussion, bunch of German dudes, Volker Kriegel on guitars, and some other stuff, vocals, Jay Rettenbacher on bass, and Pete Ballmeister on drums, and so on. So super album if you ever see it. I think this was all, I want to say this was all live, but yeah, super album. It's kind of a toss up between this and is it Noisy Silence. They're both excellent albums. And then along the same lines, this was also really super. This is the Record Store Day reissue. Literally the week after, the same thing happened to me when I bought it's a Fela Kuti. I ran into the original like a week later, and I never saw it again. I should have bought the original because it was like 12 bucks. But yeah, Songs of the Innocents, David Axelrod. This is a super album. Yeah, I've heard some people say this is like the proto hip hop album, but yeah, personally, it does come with the cheap sleeves. I just upped them. But yeah, super duper album if you see this. So the reissue sounds pretty good. It's on Now and Again, but it is one of their better pressings for sure. Has some pretty good dynamics. It's recorded very softly, so you have to kind of crank it, but it's the dynamics are there. I haven't gotten through it yet, but I haven't even started it because I've been so busy. But massive book on this album. It was a bit of a bit one of those genre-changing albums, but yeah, it's a fusion. You know, David Oxford, you might know him from that Prunes album. I think that was the one he maybe got him the most fame in this album, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, famous for as being a producer. I should have closed that door, but too late now. But yeah, super duper album. I highly, highly, highly recommend this one and the Dave Bike Set. This one also a really good album. This is CTI, this Art Farmer doing his CTI thing. Picked this up in Japan for a few bucks. I don't think these go for much at all. If you see them, they're usually under 10. So, Crawl Space, Art Farmer. Let me see if I can move the Obi strip a little bit for you. There you go. So, super album, again, fusion. It's got that CTI flavor. So if you're familiar with CTI, you'll know what you're getting. So this one, see if I can get you the people in there. So this one has Art Farmer on trumpet, keyboards is David Grusin, bass Will Lee, drums Steve Gadd, ooh, Eric Gale on guitar, there you go, and Jeremy Stig, I guess, on flute. So yeah, again, highly recommend this one. So into that organ, getting more organ stuff. This is I think this was like a 70s reissue, but Lonnie Smith, Finger Looking Good, super clean copy I picked up in Japan, US copy though. Yeah, I don't see these, but this thing is like mint. Yeah, really good album. I like the ones before this better, but yeah, organ, super good. I just love that cover. So Lonnie Smith, or Dr. Lonnie Smith, I believe. Yeah, soul organ, super good, but I find this one gets a little repetitive. It's not as much variation on the theme, but pretty good. And yeah, very, very similar to that one. Jimmy Smith with yeah, what's it called? Jimmy Smith and Wes Montgomery on guitar. Jimmy Smith on organ again. So Japanese pressing. The edge got a little bit of a wear, but this thing otherwise looks really minty and plays really well. So pretty good album. It's a good one. I don't think they go for much if you see them. It's worth picking up. This one, Unwound. This is like I think their second to the last. It is their second to the last studio album, their official album anyway. It's a challenge for a new for a civilized society. It has some really good tracks on here. This is not my favorite at all, but it does have some really good stuff. So Laugh Track is really good. Actually, it does have a couple of my favorite songs. So the last two tracks, I believe, Lifetime Achievement Award and What Went Wrong. Yeah, kind of art rock, math rock-ish. But yeah, the super good stuff. Yeah, they were kind of branching out a little bit, and then they just went totally different direction on the album after this, which a lot of people say is their best album, but just like my least favorite of all of them. I don't know. Anyway, good one. Let's see. Let me just get through these. I showed this maybe last week or something. This was in my stack for something else. I forget. But I just threw this on. So Ann Lewis. It's a good album actually. But it's yeah, she kind of took on that kind of Cyndi Lauper alternative pop artist type of persona in Japan. Half American. I think that was American. GI or something. But yeah, Ann Lewis. And this, I think I get the wrong title last time. The title, I believe, is actually shoot. It's not. I thought it was Glamour Queen before, but it is not Glamour Queen. It is Shocking. It's on Japanese. That's why. Shocking. Okay, so it's Shocking. But yeah, you wouldn't know that if you didn't read Japanese. Okay, so the title is actually Shocking. So the spine's all in Japanese. So Ann Lewis. But it's pretty straightforward. Like if you remember, like what was it called, Pink Lady and all that from the '80s. From you guys are old enough, remember that Pink Lady show? So yeah, it's in that vein. But yeah, her persona in public was that kind of alternative Cyndi Lauper, kind of crazy, eccentric person. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily come out in the music, but it is a good album if you're in that mood. This one's a 12-inch single. I have tons of Revolting Hawk 12 inches. I don't know why. Did I buy them used, I think? So this is Let's Get Physical. You'd think this would be a cover of Olivia Newton-John, but it doesn't really have much of a... It doesn't really resemble the song, so I don't know. I probably can't show that too long, but it's decent. It's not my favorite Revolting Hawks, but it's an interesting one. So this was from that stack I picked up for pennies. Ray Charles, Genius and Soul Equals Jazz. So this is, I think this one's more of a Quincy Jones album, so just orchestrated jazz, and I think some of this was just instrumental, as I recall. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. I wouldn't go way out of my way to grab this, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I think it goes for like 15, 20 in this condition, maybe 20-ish. But yeah, so on Impulse, and it's got a kind of A2 number, kind of weird, but it's gatefold. Don't have the original sleeve. I think I just re-sleeved it. And then this one again from that haul for pennies, still in the shrink. It's got the price tag, which is $1.20. Originally it was $1.20. So Wanda Jackson, unfortunately the stereo version, but this is her country period. So it's in that kind of Jim Reeves kind of pop country kind of thing. It's good, but it's not spectacular. Her rockabilly stuff's definitely a lot stronger. There you go. So Wanda Jackson, but don't regret picking that up for what I paid, and definitely will get some spins over the years. And yeah, there's a couple CDs I had on. It's kind of a crazy week this week. Cheap Trick, Budokan, you know it, you love it. It's super album. If you don't know it, check it out. So I guess you can call them power pop. And yeah, Luna CD, good stuff. Kind of. Where do they fall under, like dream pop? I don't know. There's too many freaking categories. So yeah, I want to get this uploaded and hit the road pretty soon. So hope everyone has a great week. Reminder, contest last week. And yeah, I gotta start hitting the books after I do that little. I gotta pick up some stuff from my sisters that I've had there for the last 6 months or so with the Corona thing. So I gotta go pick that up, and then yeah, I gotta hit the books. And yeah, that was kind of disappointing. I was gonna refoam my speakers, but look at it. Maybe you can't see it from that angle, but yeah, just got that. And there was like a rip in the foam kit. That sucks. But yeah, I was gonna refoam my speakers. They're not terrible, but they're starting to go. Like one of them in particular has got holes in it in the foam. So figured about time to do that. Got that. There's a hole in that. Then the seller's off for 2 weeks, of course. And once I receive it, so emailed him. Hopefully he gets back to me soon. But I can't touch at it this week anyway. So hopefully he'll be very apologetic when he gets back and get me a new one quickly. That's a project for another week. Got too many projects, man. This house is just covered in tools. Anyway, have a great one, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Corona crazy. Yeah, hit the store for the first time. Yeah, hit the supermarket for the first time. Just crazy rednecks walking around with that. Yeah, without masks. Welcome to Virginia. Take care, everyone. Bye.